Let's be real. The real estate world is crowded. So how do you build an online presence that does more than just get eyeballs? How do you get people to actually trust you? Well, that's what we're going to dive into. Let's unpack the blueprint for building that rock-solid client confidence.
It all boils down to this one powerful idea. I mean, think about it. Before anyone signs anything, they're asking themselves one question. Can I trust this person with probably the biggest purchase of my life? That trust, that's the real currency. It's what makes everything else happen.
Okay, so we know trust is the name of the game. But how do you actually build it when you're just a profile on a screen? Well, it's not some kind of magic trick. There's a blueprint for it. And today, we're going to lay it all out.
So let's start with a little bit of tough love. In a digital space that's just overflowing with agents, just having a profile isn't enough. You're basically just part of the background noise. The real trick isn't just getting seen, it's getting believed.
And that's the absolute core of it. Your online presence, that's your first handshake. It's your one shot to build credibility and make a real connection, to lay that foundation of trust before you ever get to meet face to face.
All right, let's get to building. Our first foundational pillar is social proof. Now, this is a total game changer because it completely flips the script. This isn't about what you say about yourself. It's about letting your happy clients do all the talking for you.
Just think of it like digital word of mouth. When someone new is checking you out and they see that other people, real people, have had a fantastic experience with you, it just melts away their hesitation. It's basically you saying, hey, you're in good hands, without you having to say a word.
And we're not talking about anything crazy complicated here. It's tangible stuff you can start gathering today. We're talking about client testimonials, success stories about properties you've sold, even just photos from site visits. Every single review, every story, it's another brick in that wall of credibility.
But having proof is only part of the puzzle. It needs our second pillar to hold it up, a consistent presence. You know, trust isn't a one-and-done deal. It's something you earn bit by showing up reliably over time.
And what's really cool is the psychology behind this. When people see you popping up in their social media feeds again and again, it creates this feeling of familiarity. And that familiarity, it turns into recognition, and it quietly reinforces the idea that you're the go-to expert in your area.
So what does regularly actually look like? Well, we've got some clear targets to aim for. You want to be shooting for about 3 to 4 standard posts a week. Think of it like a steady heartbeat for your online presence. It keeps you visible, and it keeps you top of mind.
And on top of that, you got to get dynamic with video. Aim for 2 or 3 reels each week. Why? Because mixing up your media grabs different kinds of attention. It lets you show off not just the properties, but your personality in a way that's way more engaging.
And that brings us to our third and final pillar, authentic connection. Because you can have all the proof and all the consistency in the world, but if people don't feel like they're connecting with a real person, it's all just going to fall flat.
This right here is so critical. Buying a home is personal. It's emotional. It can be super stressful. People aren't looking for some faceless corporation to guide them through it. They're looking for a person, someone they can actually connect with and depend on.
So, what does that look like in practice? It boils down to these 3 things. Being genuine. Just let your personality shine through. Being transparent. Be an open book. And being knowledgeable. Show them you know your stuff. That's the combo that transforms you from just another agent into a trusted advisor.
Okay, we have our 3 pillars: social proof, consistent presence, and authentic connection. Now let's snap them all together and see how they form that unshakable digital foundation we've been talking about.
And here it is, the whole blueprint in 3 simple steps. First, you showcase your proof. Second, you maintain your presence. And third, you make sure everything you do is authentically you. Proof, presence, and personality. That's the formula right there.
And please, remember this. These aren't just separate tasks on a to-do list. They're all connected. They support each other. Your authenticity makes your social proof feel way more real. Your consistency is what delivers that proof and that personality over and over again. When you put them all together, that's when you build a reputation that is truly unshakable.
So, we've laid out the entire blueprint. It's all right here. The only question left is, what are you going to do with it? Looking at these building blocks, the proof, the posting, the personality, what's the very first brick you're going to lay down today?